down by the political class? Then you're looking for Sanity Check Saturday mornings on 94.3 FM The Talker.
Don't listen to a word I say. The screens all sound the same. For the truth may vary, this ship will carry out.
And we're back. 94.3 FM of The Talker. This is Sanity Check, Libertarian Lou, Tea Party Mike. We got Mr. X on the line. Good morning, X.
Morning, gentlemen.
How you doing this fine weekend morning?
Not too bad. It was interesting. I've been, obviously like everyone, listening to Benghazi. It's interesting how no one has asked the question, what were they doing there that warranted their death? You always have to ask yourself, it's not the fact that they died. I just want to know, what was that guy doing there in the first place? I mean, why would you have, this ambassador go to a place that is so dangerous with so little people until you start connecting the dots, and this is what it's looking like. As we have talked about months and months ago, right after this stuff happened, it appears that elements of our own government, both Republicans and Democrats, had approved of an illegal weapons transfer of the Libyan rebels at the time, after the Libyan conflict had ended, to try to take the arms that were there and transfer them through Turkey to Syria.
Uh-huh.
And, there's numerous discussions that are going on in terms of Seymour Hersh. He's a very famous investigative journalist. He's the one that talked about the My massacre in Vietnam. He also is the one that exposed Abu Ghraib.
Yep.
Had a really good paper out discussing this very point. But again, you ask yourself, what's really going on here? And this is the U.S.'s foreign policy. Now, remember, it's against the law for Congress not to be informed of this. This is part of what happened during the 1970s. This is part of the War Powers Act and so forth. Now, remember, the Libyan conflict was illegal. Okay, we did not get congressional approval for this. President acted unilaterally in a way that is just like the Iraq War, illegal also. And we're sitting here and we have to scratch our heads and say, what's really driving American foreign policy? How are the Republicans and Democrats different if the outcome is the same poison? And as you alluded to earlier, if you get Coke or you get Pepsi, you think you might be getting something different, but the reality is you're still getting the bad high fructose corn syrup.
Right.
Is in the ingredients that everybody is going to be forced to consume. The thing that scares us, though, is the fact that the American public, again, is constantly being distracted from the real issue. What were these guys doing there? And this is the thing. So when everybody's watching the news and watching these supposed hearings that are going to come out, let's just find out and prove to ourselves, just once again, how the media and the government itself refuses to talk about the elephant in the room, which is the illegal weapons transfers.